Hey, the holidays are almost upon us, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin log rolls. They are the most yummy thing you can eat. And so what I like to do for if the holidays are coming up, I like to make things ahead of time, like bake stuff ahead of time as much as I possibly can, and put them in the freezer so that I can so it's not such a mad rush when the holidays are here. But by the time you watch this, Thanksgiving will be over with, but you can make these and put them in the freezer for Christmas. Or you can even make them for your neighbors or friends and drop them off to give them some Christmas goodies. So, but what I need to do first is I gotta run to our farm to market store and grab a few things to make these. So that's what I'll do next. And while I'm making these pumpkin log rolls, I'm not going to tell you every ingredient and measurement that I'm putting in. You can just get the recipe in the description box below. And I'm like doing this recipe 4 times the batch. So the recipe down below will be only for one cookie sheet like this, but I'm doing like 3 big cookie sheets, bigger than it says. So, or then 4 of this size, which is, I forget what the size is, 10 by 15? I'm not sure. I gotta measure it. But yes, that's what I'm going to do first, is go to the store and grab a few items, and then I'll be back and we'll make some pumpkin log rolls. We need some joy this season. We need to have some fun. We need to celebrate and eat some good food. I think that's what the holidays are about, is to be thankful, grateful, and joyful to our King, the one who created us, and just we have life because of him. So we need to be thankful even in the midst of all the turmoil, even in the midst of stuff that is not good. We know who our King is, and so we can have joy. Even if others don't, we can still have joy. So anyway, that was a little rant. Okay, we're out the door and on our way to the store, and I've got my little sidekick here with me. Can you say hi, Chloe?
Hi.
Yep, we're heading out to the barn to where our vehicle is, and then we're gonna go to the store and grab some groceries. I've got my list here. Yep, I don't necessarily love grocery shopping, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So our store has a whole bunch of candies, nuts, and spices, and flours and pastas, all in bulk here. And it's just a lot of fun going through here and shopping. They make the best Amish-style homemade pies here too. Okay guys, I'm back from the store and I'm ready to make these pumpkin log rolls. And I have my own canned pumpkin. Sometimes I use canned butternut squash, but I believe this is pumpkin. I didn't even label it, but I'm pretty sure this is pumpkin. The pumpkin usually is a little bit more orange. And I'm going to use all my fresh eggs that we have, and my it calls for white sugar, but I'm using the sucanat sugar. Sucanat is a form of cane sugar, but it is just not processed as much, and it has more of its minerals in it, so that's why I use this instead. And I always use less sugar than it says, so you can come along and watch the process. I save all my eggshells and throw them in our compost pail here that we just bought on Amazon. I really like it. and we give them back to the chickens, and it gives them calcium. And I will have to beat those eggs for 5 minutes, and then when I add the sugar, I will beat it for another 5 minutes, and that'll make it fluffy. Well, my recipe was too large for my little old mixer, so I had to put it in a bigger bowl and just mix the rest by hand, which was no problem at all. So you will want to carefully pour your batter onto parchment paper so that after it's baked, you can flip it over on a towel and carefully take the parchment paper off, and then you will be able to roll it up very easily. On 2 of the pumpkin rolls, I sprinkled on some nuts, and the other 2 I didn't, because there are always some people who do not like any type of nuts, including one of my daughters. And next, I will be sprinkling on some powdered sugar on my towels here, so that the pumpkin rolls don't stick so much. I don't know actually for sure why you have to do that. And I normally don't use powdered sugar except for like Thanksgiving or Christmas or birthdays. And this is an organic kind. It definitely takes just a little bit of skill to flip those cookie sheets over and making so they don't break apart, or the bars don't break apart. But by the time I did my last one, I had it down pretty well. I just put the pumpkin rolls out on the porch to cool, because you want them totally cooled off before you put the frosting on. And so now I'm going to make the frosting and all that is, or the filling, you would call it the filling. All that it is cream cheese, butter, vanilla, and powdered sugar. So I'll be doing that right now so that it's ready to put on the rolls once they cool. You know, if I do sit down and have a dessert, I want it to be really good. And I would say this pumpkin log roll tops them all. Well, maybe not all. I think a lot of my desserts are good. But I just love to enjoy a good dessert, and these are a hit for the holidays. Okay, these rolls are all cooled off. So what I'm going to do is unroll them carefully. They almost always will have a crack in here in, some places, but it's still fine. You usually can roll it up nicely again. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on the filling, the cream cheese frosting, and then roll them up again and put them on plates and wrap them with saran wrap and put them in the freezer. So here we go. Let me help, but really carefully, okay? Good, carefully. Here you can see that there are a few big cracks in there, but if you have it in the freezer for a while or in the fridge for a little while, it stiffens it up a little bit, and when you cut them, it's not going to be a big deal at all. Okay guys, I am done with these pumpkin rolls, and I got a lot of pumpkin log rolls. I'm going to wrap them all quite a few times with saran wrap and put them in the freezer, or then maybe I might just put them in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag and shut it. I'm not sure, I'll see. But they'll be great till Christmas, and we'll have some for Thanksgiving, which is just in a few days. And I better get these in the freezer before the kiddos come home from school, or they're gonna wanna just eat them all down. But I'm gonna try them for you and tell you how it tastes. So delish. All right, we're gonna give this a taste and see how it tastes. I know already that it's gonna taste good. I'll give Chloe the first bite and see what she says. Good? Mmm. 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 You just have to savor every bite. It'd be so good with like fresh hot tea, or then some really good coffee. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you'll be inspired to try these if you haven't already. And we will see you next time. Blessings. Bye.